We welcome you back to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. As it stands, it's the Browns who have the ball as we continue. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Open space inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Sermon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Sermon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They set up the screen for Sermon. Touchdown, Browns! Trey Sermon. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have now moved out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before his tackle. 47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. It's taken to the 26. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that again?
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff. Sermon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
On the handoff, Sermon trucks over him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Trey Sermon.
His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now the try here for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
On 2nd and 10,
Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, you know, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
Now Burrow on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Cleveland offense making their way out. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Lawrence.
This will be caught by Brown. Not much there, only a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Lawrence going to throw again. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete.
That catch good for only a couple.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Second and 8. From the gun, Sermon powers through him.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Lawrence. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Sermon.
Down to the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
In need of both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion here, down 8.
It's time to just separate those two in his mind. Okay, the 2-point conversion will have to come later. I remember playing for a coach and hearing him tell our quarterback, son, there is no such thing as an 8-point play. So let's not even worry about that. Get it into the end zone. We've got the 2-point play cooked up, but let's get to that when the time is right.
They'll be trying to focus on the 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the 1.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That's interference.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. To throw, Burrow.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incomplete.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They run once more with Sermon.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
So Burrow and the Bengals
down by 8. A minute 25 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Now Burrow.
He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Complete to Boyd.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Throwing, Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here we go.
Burrow.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now it's Burrow. Able to shake him off. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Come on, baby. Here we go.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. 7 yards to pick up there.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Here we go with Burrow.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a 2-point conversion now will send us to overtime. A final shot now for Burrow. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime.
I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one.
That we were. And I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.